start off with some major developments at this hour. Cargo movement near the Strait of Hormuz appears to be resuming. The development follows Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian's apology to neighboring countries for their attacks. Several commercial vessels that were earlier stranded on one side of the strategic waterway have reportedly begun moving again. Sources indicate that this could be part of a broader understanding aimed at easing regional tensions. The development could help stabilize maritime trade in the region, as concerns over possible escalation had temporarily disrupted shipping activity in the Strait of Hormuz. Our assistant editor for Foreign Affairs, Sidhant Sibol, is now joining us live for an update on this. Sidhant, what more do we know about this latest update? Because if the Strait of Hormuz has been opened, that is a significant development globally.
Well, Eric, what we are given to understand is that the government sources have confirmed that there have been movement of cargoes from the Strait of Hormuz, and this coming at a time when we know that the Iranian president in a statement apologized to the neighbors and said that there will not be any attacks unless there are attacks mounted on Iran. Now, Strait of Hormuz is key to global supply of energy. India gets almost 30 to 40% of its energy supplies from Strait of Hormuz, but the Indian government is and remains to be confident when it comes to its energy supplies and buffers that India has. In fact, we are given to understand that India has stock for many weeks. And this is something that makes the Indian government confident. And India has been diversifying its energy sources as well when it comes to past few years. Now, we also know that Donald Trump administration has taken a U-turn in many ways and announced that India should buy from energy from Russia, even though India continued to buy. There has been a dip after the tariffs that were imposed last year, but the tariffs were removed. But this is reflective of the chaos that Washington DC is under Donald Trump. But by and large, India fairly confident on its energy support. But the big worry remains as to how situation pans out in West Asia. So far, with the apology of the Iranian president, there is sense of optimism, but this is a very fragile optimism. A short while ago, Donald Trump, in a post on Truth Social, said that he's going to hit Iran very hard, and that could restart a strong cycle of escalation between the two sides.
Well, Sidhant, let's talk more about this apology by the president of Iran. Masoud Pezeshkian did apologize to his neighbors. He said that he does not want to provoke any ingenuous attacks from Iran. He also did say that this is for regional stability. He said that he doesn't want this war to sip regionally. But Trump took credit of that. He said that the president apologized because Iran has been weakened.
Well, yes, there have been two major comments, whether it is by the Iranian president or Donald Trump's post. The Iranian president's comment comes even as situation remains fragile. Earlier in the day, we saw developments coming from UAE. But all these positive elements have seen a dip again with Donald Trump's post, who has said that Iran could be hit hard. Now, essentially, we know that it's almost a week since the war started with the Israeli and the American side launching attacks on Iran. Iran then mounting a counter strike and targeting the American bases in the Gulf, and that, of course, impacting many Gulf countries from UAE to Oman to Qatar to Bahrain, Kuwait, and many, including Saudi Arabia, where we saw strikes near the American embassy. So situation is quite fragile and evolving even as we speak.
Sidhant Sibol is our assistant editor for Foreign Affairs. Sidhant, thank you very much for that latest update.